that means. Stay bricked up.
Sauce.
You
Then
did terrible on the fast food Mount Rushmore.
yeah, because I didn't understand what
You don't understand any of the Mount Rushmores, bro.
I never do.
You never do.
Since when is
Dude, we did like 3 Mount Rushmores in a row, and I was
single-
editing them. Every single one, you're like, I don't understand.
literally
Haven't seen much past Mr. Deeds that Adam Sandler's done.
I don't remember the
I agree.
the dates that those movies came out, so I don't know which one's newer really.
Yeah, Mr.
Talking to your mic.
So I remember,
bitch.
I think Big Daddy came out like right after Waterboy, which was kind of peak cinema.
No. Happy
Big Daddy
Gilmore.
came
We've already
out
talked.
quite-
Yeah. Happy Gilmore was his best.
Yeah.
It's hard to put it up against Waterboy. It's a really close fight.
So Big
I
Daddy's
put Waterboy.
great.
Yeah.
Waterboy's great.
Talking to the mic.
Big Daddy's great. Waterboy's great.
Big Daddy
Happy
is
Gilmore
below
is-
Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison, though.
Yeah,
No.
easily.
No.
Billy Madison is below like all of his good movies.
Billy
Billy
Madison's
Madison's
the
great.
second best.
Yeah, it's definitely one of.
I know we already had a whole episode on this, but I think Happy Gilmore. I think Big Daddy is the second one. No.
Over
I take
Waterboy?
No. I take it back. Mr. Deeds. So it's Happy Gilmore, Mr. Deeds, Big Daddy, Waterboy, Click.
Have you watched Big
Billy
Daddy lately?
Fairly recently.
It fucking sucks, bro.
I haven't, but
It's
I
not the
loved it when I
greatest, but
watched
it's-
it. But no, I would put Waterboy as number 1,
Damn.
Billy Madison number 2,
Holy shit.
then Big Daddy, and then no, not Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore number 2, and Billy Madison at number 4. But I can't really decide on number 5.
My number 1 is Happy Gilmore.
Maybe Mr. Deeds at number 5.
I'd say Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, and then the Waterboy.
But yeah, I disclaimer though, I haven't really watched anything past Mr. Deeds except for maybe 8 Crazy Nights, which was kind of meh, but okay, it was animated.
I think Mr. Deeds is almost his best movie. I think it's almost tied with Happy Gilmore. I think Happy Gilmore is 1. Mr. Deeds is a close second.
I've only seen Mr. Deeds once, so
It's
or
Mr.
all the
Deeds
others
is
I've
pretty
seen
good.
multiple times.
Honestly, Winona Ryder, pretty hot in that movie.
She's
Not
been
gonna
hot in
lie.
a lot of movies.
She's
She's been hot for a while.
like mom hot though.
Yeah,
well, she didn't used to be. She used to be like regular hot. Then
Hot,
she kind of
hot.
dropped off. Then she came back as like
She
a mom
was like
character.
MILF.
She was
Yeah.
like old school hot.
And then she
Yeah, like
became
classy
MILF
hot before.
Classy's a stretch, but she was old
Yeah.
school hot for sure. Like 80s hot.
Oh yeah, definitely.
She was definitely 80s hot.
You would have slayed the 80s.
Not sure what you mean, really. She's like attainable hot.
Yes.
Girl next door hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Margot
There's
Robbie's like,
different hotness
stop
from
what
the
you're doing
90s,
to
early
look.
Dude, we were talking
2000s.
about this at work the other day. Somebody at work was talking to me about this girl that's at his gym
Nice.
and how she's like pretty hot, blah blah blah. And I looked at her, I was like, okay, is she really hot, or is she like hot because she's the only chick in your gym? And
You
he's
have
like,
that problem at work sometimes.
and he's like, he's like, oh, you're talking about factory hot? And I was like, what do you mean? He goes, oh yeah, like if you ever like work in a factory, he's like, you have some fucking ugly ass chicks, but once you're in there every day and all you see is men, that ugly chick starts to look pretty good, bro.
Deployment goggles.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, so is she hot? And he's like, oh yeah, she's actually hot. And I was like, oh cool.
Oh, cool.
AT&T girl versus Flo from Progressive.
So
Lily
Lily
versus
from
Flo.
AT&T, and I'll put it up on the screen. Lily from AT&T versus Flo from Progressive. Progressive, right?
Both at the same time if I could, but Lily over Flo.
Lily for sure. Lily is.
There's
hotter
also
than
like
Flo.
a 20-year age gap.
She's just more attractive. I think.
Flo, for her age, is goddamn attractive. She's actually
wouldn't go
about
that far.
50-ish.
She's average.
For 50
But-
years old?
She's not.
She's not.
No,
50,
she was about 40 when she started.
Okay, well, I'm probably.
And those have been running on.
She's
for
probably
decades.
like 43, bro.
No, look it up. No,
I am
she-
right now.
Good.
Regardless, like if they were the same age, like
Oh Jesus, Flo
or
when
what-
she was 30. Jesus Christ.
Lily takes the cake. I'm
Yeah,
telling
Lily's
you.
great. I mean, on both.
Oh,
ends.
I haven't
she's-
even seen anything but her face. But her face.
Oh, trust me,
Damn.
I've seen more than her face.
She's 52.
Told you.
Damn.
Told you.
She looks way different outside of the commercials.
Oh, I haven't seen. Let me.
Yeah, so does Lily.
Yeah.
Lily's like Instagram model.
She looks way
damn.
better
Yeah.
outside of the
Let me
commercials.
see.
Goodness.
I mean, I think that's a pretty good picture of her too, though.
Yeah, compare that to Lily.
Not a lot of makeup and a lot of light, so it makes her shiny.
yeah.
But yeah, goddamn.
Okay, all right. So now that we've talked about that, but them
Moving
for
on.
Fight Club.
Yeah, but which one would win in a fight,
who would win?
though?
So initially, I was gonna say Flo because I think she's just a little bit bulkier. I said not.
Oh, dude.
She's
Neither one are
not
bulkier.
more bulky.
You have not seen the Lily that I have seen.
You're right. I haven't. She seems more dainty from the shoulders.
This does
up.
not look good, bro.
Yeah, no.
Let me see, let me see.
But
Oh,
talking about the age difference, Lily definitely has more stamina. She could
Yeah.
probably, and she, according to what you've been saying, works out. So she's probably gonna get her in a fucking like headlock or something.
Yeah.
And
Dude, she could get me in a fucking leg lock, fucking triangle choke
leg
me.
rock,
Leg lock.
Yeah.
leg lock.
Leg
Yeah,
lock,
fucking-
arm bar, I don't care. Whatever.
Fucking triangle choke me.
Yeah.
Mommy.
Put them thighs around my ears.
Yeah,
and
bro.
Wait until I stop breathing.
Dude, Flo looks so bad right here throwing this baseball.
Not a good angle.
She looks like Nancy Pelosi.
Oh God. Except with smaller tits.
Oh my god.
God, it does.
Like,
By the way, if no one's noticed by now, Pelosi is fucking stacked. It's not
dude,
right,
I saw.
but she is.
Dude, my coworkers are always talking about how they would love to bang Nancy, and I don't know why.
She's allegedly banged John Kennedy.
Yeah.
I think it's the.
There's
I think,
pictures of
I was
her
gonna
at
say-
19 with John Kennedy.
I think it's a
and-
power thing.
Yeah, it is.
Powerful woman.
But no, back in the day when she was 19, 20, with those pictures with JFK, she was hot.
Well, Nancy Pelosi
There's no
now.
way she didn't bang JFK.
I ain't doing it for any less than $100,000.
Fuck, man, that's a good amount of money. But yeah,
What?
Her
You
today.
wouldn't fuck her for less than $100,000, bro?
Nope. Nope.
Cap.
I mean, I got bills that need to be paid, so
Yeah,
I can't be
that's
that
some-
picky.
That's her with JFK, bro. That's how
Yeah.
old this bitch is.
Yes, she is so old. She has pictures of herself with JFK.
I'm taking the AT&T girl in the fight,
Yeah,
though.
Lily.
I think. Well, I mean, she's
Oh,
just
the
got
fight?
age on her side.
Yeah,
And then the
I-
pictures of her throwing the baseball, she doesn't. Flo.
That kinda
She
shows
does
her age
not
a bit
look
more.
like she has very much muscle
There's-
definition.
I mean,
a
I've
lot of
changed.
makeup on
Initially, I
Flo.
was saying
Yeah.
Flo, but I think I'm changing my answer just because of the stamina and age
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah.
There's a 20-year age difference going on here.
Yeah,
Maybe,
Lily-
maybe a little less. Maybe closer to 50. I think Lily's closer to mine.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've followed them both since they debuted in commercials because I'm like that. But
Weird ass
I can't
motherfucker.
believe that
Yeah.
you said Margot Robbie and Jamie whatever
Presley.
don't
look
look
alike.
alike. They look identical.
I mean, they're
not now, obviously, because Jamie Presley's like 30 years older.
they're both
didn't she just
blonde.
die? Or
What?
What?
What,
Don't say
what
that.
Presley just died?
Elvis?
No, not Elvis. Elvis's daughter.
I don't know
Was
what
it
her name
Jamie
is.
Lee?
Are you talking about the one that was married to or had kids with Michael Jackson?
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's horrible.
I was just saying they're both solid 10s with blonde hair and blue eyes and semi-similar features.
Yeah.
But they don't. Well, some people are saying that they look like.
I'm gonna put a
Alike.
picture down here. You guys can decide. They look identical. I'm gonna put the picture up
They look
with
pretty
them
damn close.
half
Now,
and half.
That you can find the right picture that make people look more alike than they
We
really
couldn't
look.
have a picture of me and you and put it side by side and be like, "Oh, they look alike."
You can make us look a lot more alike than we look.
I'm
Just
just saying.
go to Google
like
image,
I said before,
just Google image them and look at individual pictures. They don't look that much alike.
like I said before, if you
profile.
have a picture of both of them side by
pretty
side,
blonde,
Different-
blue eyes.
Different face structure.
A lot of that
What?
has to do with the makeup. Is you can change a lot of. Again, I can't describe the words to how my brain works, but I know a lot of things about a lot of things. Possibly
Autism.
autistic.
yeah.
I was trying not to say the word without saying the word, but I might be full blown autistic. But a lot of that can be done with makeup and shadowing to change your facial features like jaw lines and stuff to make them look sharper. And a lot of that is a lot sharper on Jamie Presley than it is on Margot Robbie.
Yeah,
There's two different makeup styles going on.
She's also, I think her
does have,
bone
like-
structure is slimmer in her head. her
But you can
face.
do a shit ton of that with
She
makeup.
has a lot. She has a little bit more of like a meth face.
Yeah.
Like white trash face.
Kind of. But I'm
Jamie-
talking about
Jamie
the bone
Presley was
structure.
kind of the white trash
Her
queen.
bone structure
was.
She was in Joe Dirt.
is thinner, where Margot Robbie's got like more of a jawline that's.
But I'll tell
rounder
you right,
face.
like I said before, if you get a picture side by side of them, and you weren't a white person and looked at them, you'd have no fucking clue who was who.
Also, Jamie Presley, I think her smile. We were just looking at pictures of both of them, but debating over this.
For scientific
her,
reasons.
her mouth is bigger. And
We might have to go back
Yeah.
to the film
there's
for
a
that.
bunch of differences. I just
She does have a
Whatever.
wider mouth, I think.
Giggity.
Did you see Justin Roiland got arrested?
Who?
You know who that is?
Didn't he get arrested a couple times? He's one of the creators of Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
oh,
He's like
shit.
the voice actor. For
Isn't he the one that's like
No.
super crazy?
There's like
Yeah.
one, isn't it? One guy for both.
No, there's two.
Yeah. There's two guys.
There's two
I
guys
forget
who
what
are
the other guy's
creators.
name is, but Justin Roiland's like the most famous.
He's
of the
batshit
two.
insane.
He got arrested for domestic violence.
Oh,
Oh.
ouch. That's different from all
Felony
the other shit he's done.
domestic violence.
Ouch.
What the fuck did
But
he
he's
do?
in
I don't know.
California, so everything's a
That's
felony.
true. Everything's a felony besides theft.
Damn.
Pretty much.
I was like, damn, felony domestic.
Find a
violence.
gun under the
Man,
bench
that-
and then accidentally shoot somebody.
DV is common
No.
here, but it's all misdemeanors.
Yeah.
Like you go straight to jail just because. That way, if somebody ends up dying, they can't be like, "Why
Yeah.
didn't they go to jail?"
We're just
But
going to separate
they
you
just
two
get out
for
the next
night.
day. Yeah.
No, California, everything's a felony. That's why my family left. Well, a little bit of reason why my family left there in '94.
Damn, I didn't know that though.
Mostly job transfer.
Yeah, I don't know the whole information. I don't think really anybody
This is
does.
the first I'm hearing of it, but I do know that he's been kind of in trouble in the media because he's batshit insane with some of the other artistic shit that he did back
Well,
before Rick and Morty.
I do know that he's like 90% of the shit. Like whenever he writes Rick and Morty,
Yeah.
whenever he's like, doing the voice acting and stuff, he's like blackout drunk the whole time. So.
Yeah, he is a drunk savant. He is most of the genius behind Rick and Morty,
Yeah.
but he's also,
Stop.
yeah,
Yeah.
an incredible motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was like, "It's not me this time."
Yeah. But yeah, so I don't know. Felony domestic violence. I don't know. So I don't know if he's been charged or what, but I do know like it's gonna affect the next season of Rick and Morty.
possibly.
Hmm.
Like I know that's like not
Unfortunately,
the
I
most
am a
important
couple
part,
seasons
whatever.
behind.
But I think I watched part of the last season. But
I
Well,
need
if
to
he
catch up.
actually like severely injured this person, then he might be in jail for a while.
But if it's
Yeah,
California,
I'd say
so
so.
if you raise your voice, that could be felony domestic violence.
as far as I know, I don't think he's been in trouble like legally
No, not legally.
before. So
Just
like,
kind of.
if it's his first offense, he might come back. But I mean, realistically, like it depends on like really what he did. If he did something really terrible, which kind of sounds like he did,
Hmm.
people aren't gonna watch that either way.
Oh,
'cause
they
they're not
still
gonna
will. Rick and
support him.
Morty is a fucking machine.
I mean, I'll watch it, but a lot of people won't though.
They
'Cause
still will.
They'll probably drop him from the show. Actually, I don't know how they could. He's the voice.
No,
he's the voice.
They probably
of
just
it.
cancel the show.
If you're gonna drop him from the show, you got to cancel it because that's
He's like, because they have other shows too, right? They've got like it's like Outer.
human. No, not human. Yeah, I
they
know what
have
you're
they
thinking.
have another show, and it's about these aliens.
Yeah. It looks
He's
great.
pretty much like the Seth MacFarlane. You know, like Seth
Yeah.
MacFarlane
Yeah.
has Family Guy, and then they have like the Cleveland Show and all that stuff.
Yeah, American
They've
Dad.
got
Rip Cleveland
they've
show.
got that kind of stuff too going on.
Yeah, he is a bunch of the voices and a lot of the creative talent behind it. So without him, you just cancel all those shows.
Yeah. It'd be
It's-
like if they tried to
not
make
gonna
Family
work.
Guy without Seth MacFarlane.
Oh
not
yeah,
gonna
it's
happen.
not
They-
going to work.
They can't. It's not gonna.
It's going to be a very pathetic excuse for a TV show.
Yeah. Did you see Alec Baldwin finally got charged with manslaughter?
Yeah, I haven't really been following that ever since the initial incident.
Yeah, the first I've heard that he's actually been charged with something, which he should. as well.
I mean,
You don't do that even if you're
well,
joking.
he's okay. So
we've
he's
talked
charged,
about
but he's
this.
not. He's charged, but he's not convicted, right?
Right.
So like, we have talked about this. It's not like. Look, if he had a prop gun,
It wasn't a prop gun; it was a real one.
doesn't fucking
It was
matter.
Supposed to be blank, but
My thing is, he's
In the scene, he's supposed to be shooting.
yeah.
Right at some point in the scene, he's supposed to be shooting. If it's at the camera or if it's at somewhere else, it doesn't matter. The premise was that there was not a live round in the fucking chamber.
Yeah.
So it's not his fault at all.
Yeah, I agree because for two reasons. One, he's from California, and he can't be expected to know anything about guns or gun safety, for that matter.
he's a bald
he's
one
from
who can
Hollywood.
away
Other
with it.
reason is they should hire, and presumably did hire,
That person.
people who that's their job. Is
No,
they're in charge of the gun.
That person should
ammunition.
be the person that's
That exactly. Baldwin's just the one who was
person
supposed
in
to point.
charge of the weapons was actually, I think, a relative of somebody who knew something. It was nepotism.
They were.
And they
I remember
were
we talked about
incredibly
it.
incompetent in what they were doing, and should have and had no business being on that set.
That person should be on trial.
I'm pretty-
Baldwin
Yes.
should not even be
You know,
on blast
I'm
here.
pretty sure it was a woman too. So
I think it was. And
Whoever
no,
this
Baldwin-
person was,
it's
they
worth-
should be charged. They should
Just
be
kidding.
in
It's
court.
worth being on trial, but
Yeah,
he
for
will
sure.
get off on it. I mean, not in the giggity way, but the legal way. Maybe the giggity way. I don't,
I
know
don't
what
think
he's
Baldwin
into.
should even have a court date for this. Honestly, well, okay, all right.
They
He was
had
there
enough to indict him on it, so
I mean,
there's
he had the
He
gun in
had-
his hand
Yeah.
that
as
killed
he was
somebody.
supposed. Yeah,
Right.
as he was
So
supposed
like
to.
he needed to go.
The person in charge of giving him the gun and making sure it wasn't loaded, that's the person who should
if
be
he
in
gets
trial.
convicted though,
But you should also
That'll
have
be
a
a fucking
designated
travesty.
space.
I'll be
on the
kind of.
set
I'll
where
be.
you're supposed to
I'll be honest.
shooting
I'll be
it.
butthurt about that. I'll
Yeah,
be
that would
like,
be
you're
too.
putting this man who he just did his job. Someone else
Yeah.
fucked up.
yeah.
Oh no! He was joking around with the gun and saying some joke and pointing it towards the producer and the other person and fired it. Went through one and into the other.
So wait.
So
They
he was
weren't
doing something
rolling.
he wasn't supposed
I
to be
thought they were
doing.
filming.
Were they filming?
They were. It was like an outtake thing, and he was joking around, and he fired it at the producer and the other people. They know all just
I didn't
boom,
know all
and
that.
It was live
But
round.
either
and he was
way,
like, "Oh shit!"
still shouldn't.
No, he shouldn't have been joking around with a prop gun.
Okay, so yeah, I should
But
get
it was
a
also
court
supposed
date,
to be a
But
blank
like
gun.
you just said,
but the other
he
person I
doesn't
think
know.
is primarily.
He doesn't know weapon safety.
Yeah, he doesn't. You can't.
But
he's
you
an
kind of
actor.
should, if you're on the set working with blank guns, you should at
He
least know
should,
the
but they're not
basics.
going to. It's California, bro.
True, and he's a Baldwin. He doesn't need to know.
This is Hollywood. They're not.
Yeah.
Gonna,
But I think he's going to. It is involuntary manslaughter, though,
yeah, but
which is a lighter sense, but I do think he will get off on that. No giggity.
I think
The only thing I have to say about it is the fact that he said I never pulled the trigger. I'm like, dude,
No,
shut
you
the
pulled the
fuck
trigger.
up. Like,
he's a fucking idiot.
God,
Just
his
be honest.
lawyer was
No
Yeah.
reason to lie. Just be honest, because even one endangerment is a stretch for him.
dude,
Yeah.
the first thing I would say
Involuntary
was
manslaughter should have been the woman who
Yeah.
gave him the gun, whoever that is.
first thing
No,
I
that
would say
would've
was
been,
like,
like,
yeah, I pulled the
negligent.
trigger. Where's the bitch that put the live round in the gun?
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Put her ass in cuffs right now.
Oh yeah, pretty sure they are. But yeah,
I mean, nobody's talking about them.
I mean, really, at worst, negligence
Which makes
for
no
Baldwin,
sense.
but manslaughter for the other person.
I still don't think it makes any sense for everyone's focus to be on Baldwin. It's just because he's famous.
Yes, that's
That's-
why he's
that's
getting
why
the
it
focus. That's it. But what you do with criminal things is you throw all the charges at everybody because you know most of them are going to get thrown out, and some of them will.
But Hillary Clinton can kill somebody. Nobody bats a fucking eye.
No,
fuck
Hillary
no.
Clinton gets people to kill themselves.
She's not. There's no way she'll get indicted.
No. Because whoever's going to do the indictment is going to magically kill themselves overnight.
So,
Yes.
do you guys think? Change the subject a little bit. The straw debate.
Oh, God.
Mm. Does a straw have one holes or two?
Giggity.
One hole
This
or
is an
two holes?
incredibly philosophical debate, so there's
It's got
no
two
right
holes.
answer.
No, there's a right
This
answer.
is hard. A
It
straw.
it has two holes.
A straw has two ends with a hole on each end, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's just one big hole going through. So which is it? Does it
Well,
have
I
one
mean,
hole or does it have two?
we have a
holes?
hole at each end, but it's two holes.
Got a point. Actually.
So I'll stick with that.
Yeah.
Also, if you're making out with somebody, you're just one long tube with two assholes.
That's the kind of thing you would say.
Yeah, it is.
But okay, what
I've
what
been
if?
saving that for years, by the way.
Okay, what if you're making a straw out of something and you just drill a hole through it? one long
hole,
hole
two ends.
to make a straw. Now does it have one hole with two ends? Is that two holes or one?
Very different from two girls in
What?
a cup.
I don't know. Like if you make a straw out of something,
Out of
I have a
wood.
solid piece.
something,
They got metal straws, but those are probably cast.
It's 2 holes.
but you only have one drill and you drill it once to make a.
Okay, when you're drilling it and you're halfway through, how many holes do you have?
And you're halfway through.
Halfway through.
One.
Got one.
You drill it all the way through. How many holes do you have now?
That's
You
the
got two.
debate.
There's 2.
Okay.
Doesn't
Alright.
matter if they're connected or not.
say-
That's 2 fucking holes.
So well, yeah. Okay. All right. One straw has.
All right. I think for once in this show, we're actually all in agreement.
It's 2 holes.
I'm
2
I'm
holes.
I'm kind of indifferent.
Maybe
I'm
the 2
I'm
hole
leaning
camp.
towards one hole.
Yeah.
With two ends.
I like
You're
two.
fucking wrong, bro. Because if you get a fucking straw, right? If you have a plastic straw and you get
Yeah.
one side and you seal it up, how many holes? You have 1 hole.
Wait, say that again.
If you have a straw and you seal up one end, like with a lighter or something, and you fuse it together, you only have 1 hole. You cut it off. There's now 2 holes. My point is,
I still don't really see your logic there. Okay, what if you have a straw and you cut it in half?
4 holes.
4 holes.
4 holes or
Holes.
2?
So, Mary Fuck Kill.
3 contestants. Let me go with this. You got your ribeye.
Oh,
got
well,
your
we're
New York
doing
strip.
cuts of meat.
Yep. And you got your
Steaks.
filet mignon.
Steak.
Say it one more time, because I was
You
talking.
got
over
your ribeye, your New York strip, and your filet mignon.
Okay.
You
yeah.
go first, AJ, so
Yeah.
we can.
I
rip
know
you
what I'm
apart.
doing, and it's not gonna be the most popular opinion, but I'm gonna marry strip steak, New York strip, because it's my go-to. It's just always just right for
Your
me.
starter. We're
Yeah, my
changing
my
terms.
starter.
Who's
I'm
your
gonna
bench?
fuck filet mignon, which I almost married. It's just
Bench.
smaller, and I don't eat it as much because it's smaller and expensive. So it's very rare, but it's probably the best steak I've tasted. So that's what I'm
Trash.
banging. That's what I'm banging.
Trash.
And I have
Trash.
never enjoyed a ribeye. I've never
Jesus
enjoyed a ribeye.
Christ. you've
I'm
never
marrying ribeye, bro.
Oh, I figured. I assumed you both would be.
marrying ribeye.
Married.
I knew. I
Fucking
you both
New
would
York
be, and
strip.
Probably most people. I get
And
it.
killing filet mignon. It's the
that's-
most overrated cut of meat ever. Period.
Exactly what I'm doing.
It's dog shit, bro.
Really, you're killing filet.
I can explain
terrible,
the science
bro.
behind it.
It's
I
too
don't need all
lean.
that,
It's too
but-
lean.
No.
It's too fucking
Yes.
lean. It's got no fucking flavor.
That is exactly it. Yes, filet is tender as fuck, but there is no fat.
flavor.
Fat is the flavor. Ribeye is the
All
fattiest.
fat.
It's so fat.
Yeah, and I can't. It's just. It's like eating gum. I'm sitting there chewing and it's gristle.
It's like
love the
eating
gristle.
fucking.
It's the
dude,
gristle.
It's like,
I don't want to sit there and eat steak gristle.
Oh, I do.
dude, that's the whole point, bro.
Nah, that's why I didn't like
Gristle.
steak growing up. I didn't like steak until I got older, and it really I just wasn't a fan
the
of
New
steak.
York strip is my fuck.
I was
It's-
literally
it's
probably
pretty,
I was probably 25 by the time I actually enjoyed eating steak.
Me caveman.
yeah,
Me
strip
gristle.
is a pretty good balance between fatty and tenderness.
That's probably why, because it has less of that fucking.
It's like
fat
in
and gristle
between,
that I was cut off.
most of the fat's on the outside, but it will
the
still have
fat's
some
on the
marbling on the
outside.
inside.
Ribeyes all.
Ribeye though, the fat's like almost
Exactly.
throughout
So
the whole
yeah,
thing.
with
You
the
have this little
strip
chunk in
steak,
the
it's
middle.
perfect because the way you cook it and sear that fucking fat strip and get all those juices in there, and then when you eat it, you leave the fat or cut it off and throw it
don't.
away.
I don't.
Yeah, well, I don't eat
I
that
love
shit.
me some gristle.
I do not eat that shit.
I'm
But
also
ribeye
fat.
is.
that's
the
why,
best.
because the
Yeah,
ribeye, when I eat a ribeye, growing up, like I said, I didn't even like steak. I would always try to I would cut out small chunks of meat, what I could find, and I would leave at least 75 to 80% of the steak. I would only eat a tiny portion.
No,
of what was
every
there.
bite's gotta have like, maybe not 50, but let's say a quarter, 25% fat and 75% protein. It's fire.
Maybe.
It's just better, bro.
Never done
It
ground
makes-
ribeye, so I don't know what the actual percentage is through our fat
Well, I don't know what
analyzer
it is, but-
machine, but
Like, I like having every bite that I take having a little bit of fat in it, or having fat
Yeah.
in the meat
Yes.
itself.
Yeah, marbling, like thin
Yeah.
marbling, where it's still melts in your mouth and it's. Yeah, I'm talking
You
about
get that
that.
more with a ribeye though.
Yeah,
Sitting
you'll
there
get a hell of a
chomping and
lot more
chomping
with
and
ribeye.
chomping, and then you can't even swallow, so I spit it out. Like that's why I don't like ribeye. I'm sitting there like gnawing at it.
You're
like
just getting a bad ribeye,
Yeah, it's
bro.
like they're not cooking
That's
it
just
right.
yeah. Because most times
That's
when I have
every
a
ribeye I've had.
most
is-
time I've had ribeyes, when you eat them, it's just melt in your mouth the whole time, bro.
Oh, I've never experienced that, and I've had tons of ribeyes.
Get a good ribeye, bro.
And
Growing
also, the
up,
tribes
that's
on
all I
Red,
had.
they're serving you. Is it like select
I
choice?
bet.
or
I bet if you
prime?
cooked your own, I bet it would be better.
We'll see.
Cut
We'll-
off some
we'll
of
come
the
back.
more.
Next episode, I'll try some more. I'll try making my own ribeye. I've never tried making my own. I don't think.
Yeah, the best steak you'll ever eat is the one you cook yourself.
Yeah, and it's always strip steak. I've made
Gosh,
filet mignons. Probably the best steak I've ever had was
I don't like filet mignon, bro.
a fillet that I made myself. But you can't. I don't want to fuck it up because it's expensive.
Isn't it just
Yeah.
backstrap?
No, backstrap from the deer is actually the strip.
Yeah.
The fillet
Oh.
on a deer would be like that. Also, gotcha.
Yeah, isn't
Got
the
him.
fillet?
Damn it.
Yeah,
But
filet's like right by the spine, right?
yes,
And it's like the least
fillet
used
and
muscle, which
strip
is
are
why
right
it's
by
so
the
tender.
spine.
Well, that's
Uh,
what the fucking backstrap is.
Yeah, no, backstrap is. If you're looking at a deer, which is where they use the term backstrap would actually be with the strip. The fillet is.
I mean, you
the
would know.
tenderloin is even smaller.
Yeah, I mean he's a butcher, so he would
Yes,
know.
but yeah, basically what it is.
But fillet has more marbling though, right? Like it's
No.
got.
no, it's
no,
very
it's
lean
very lean.
because it never gets. So, if you look at a T-bone, you got the bone in the middle.
T-bone's
Big
pretty
side
good,
is the
too.
strip. Small side, that is the fillet. It's off the short loin, and the short loin is basically you split the spine straight down the middle, and these are the two loins that are right up on the very start of the spine, like that little channel. There's be a little channel in the middle of the T-bone. That's actually where the spinal cord goes. That's the spinal canal. And then you
Okay.
got your strip on the top, and your tenderloin will be on the bottom.
What are your thoughts on the T-bone steak?
Good,
It's
good
good.
balance.
It's good.
Good balance. As long as you get it from the front end of
Also,
the
I
short
like.
loin.
I'll be honest. I like the bone, bro.
Yeah, bone in,
I like the bone.
over boneless every time because it
Yeah.
adds flavor. But no, the T-bone because
Makes
you
me
get
feel
your strip
primal
and you
as
get your
fuck,
fillet.
dude.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Straight caveman.
Oh god,
I mean,
bone
I'm not
and
chewing on the
ribeyes.
bone. I mean, I have before, but I'm not chewing on it.
Yeah.
No,
But,
bone
like-
and ribeyes are great because you just grab the bone. If it's French, you can just grab the bone, just like.
So I've had T-bone pork when I was poor, and
Pork
it's
chops.
actually good. I get like the 50-cent box of stuffing and like the 99-cent box of mac and cheese. It's super healthy here. And like
have
a
just
T-bone
discovered
pork,
the instant stuffing.
super cheap, and
Stop
you
acting
feel
like
like
you
a
don't
king.
eat the fucking mac and cheese to this day, bro.
Oh no, I still eat that mac and cheese.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
saying this specific combination meal
Yeah.
No,
with the T-bone
that
pork
would be the
with the mac and cheese and stuffing.
that's
is
a pork loin
super
chop.
cheap, and you feel like you're eating a feast.
pork loin chop. It has the pork tenderloin and the pork loin, but yeah, it is the equivalent of the T-bone on beef.
Hmm.
And then
Well, so far, even at restaurants, the best steak I've ever had is more consistently New York strip, and sometimes when I'm feeling like splurging is a fucking fillet.
you
But-
order the ribeye.
Never liked a ribeye.
Filet is so overrated,
Yeah.
in my opinion. I just don't. The
think
way
ribeye is
the way that you say
Everybody loves ribeye so much, but I think that's what's overrated.
So the way that you say that you don't like ribeye because you feel like you're chewing on gum is the same way I feel whenever I get a fucking filet mignon.
Damn.
I feel like I'm chewing on gum when I'm
Oh, that's what
gumming on
melts.
that fucking.
No, dude.
bro.
It's the softest.
All the fillets are super
Okay,
tender,
yes,
but
it's soft,
like,
but it's
you gotta
like-
cook it in some other fat to get
Yeah.
flavor to it.
Okay, we got to cook it
That's
right.
why everyone wraps it with bacon, or you just spoon the fat over top as you're cooking it.
Just yeah.
If you
well, do that.
need
cavity.
outside, if you need outside fats or outside
yeah.
proteins on it, it's
First of
not
all,
good.
You shouldn't be cooking a steak if you're not basting it in all the juices, anyways.
Okay, you can put
yeah.
butter on it, but if we're talking,
But still,
no, bro.
you have to do it.
I'm not
that
talking
way.
about I don't wrap it in bacon. I made the fillet before. I didn't wrap it in bacon. I just just made it, and I had butter, and I based the sauces on it, and that was probably one of the best steaks I've ever had.
It'd be fine. Whereas ribeyes and stuff, I just salt and crust it with pepper. Same thing with strips, little salt and totally encrust it with pepper. Way better than a fillet.
Okay, before we hop
Just slap
over
'em
to the next subject, I have a little side subject. It's still about meat, but we're talking poultry. Are you a white meat or dark meat man?
Dark meat.
I'm
Dark
kind
meat.
of indifferent, honestly.
Dark
Probably
meat, right?
dark. I would lean towards dark.
I say
Dark meat
white
has the
meat's
flavor.
good. They're both good.
White
I
meat
like
is
dark
where
meat
the
'cause it's
biggest
more
chunks
moist.
of meat are,
Right? Yeah.
but the dark meat is
It's-
where all the fat of the bird is.
So the only reason I'm leaning towards dark meat is just because it's not as dry.
Exactly, but I feel,
Because it's
exactly.
fatty.
But I feel like if you cook it right, white meat might be able to hold its own.
Yeah.
It may not be as flavorful, but it's
It
bigger
could.
pieces of meat though.
Like duck breast is
honestly, as long as it's not
technically
dry.
from the white part of the duck,
But ducks
I
aren't.
think I
but
actually.
ducks are different
ducks
because
are different,
their
bro.
fat is so good.
Well, when it comes
you don't
to
even have to cook them all. The
when
way
it comes to
through.
chicken, it's not the natural flavor you want; it's the seasonings you add to it.
Yeah.
Right. So, honestly, I'd probably prefer the white meat if it's not dry and stringy.
and chicken thighs,
If you
chicken
like,
legs,
so for
man.
instance, when I cook, I usually get the chicken breast, which is
Yeah.
mostly
it's the
white,
biggest part of the chicken. You're
the
gonna
white
get.
meat, right? But if you cook it just with itself, so you cook it just with the white meat, not mixed with dark meat, so the white meat ends up getting dry. I get tons of butter, tons of seasoning. You cook that by itself. That's the best way to go.
But
so
you
I
have
prefer.
to add this much seasoning and butter to it, though.
Well, yeah, I do for all chicken.
But
I don't eat chicken without seasoning.
of course not.
I
barbaric.
dump
shouldn't eat anything with that.
Yeah,
seasoning.
it's barbaric. That's
maybe
like,
steak.
No,
No.
steak you need at least salt and pepper.
Yeah.
You don't
if it's-
need it, but it helps.
Yes, you do.
You do.
I use it.
You need salt and pepper.
The cheaper the meat, the more seasoning you need.
You need salt and pepper.
The higher quality,
and
you
garlic.
just need a little salt and pepper.
And garlic.
And garlic. Yeah, garlic. I'm a slut
I
for
mean,
garlic.
garlic's just good.
Don't
in
get me
general.
wrong.
Garlic's good
I
on
still
everything.
use it.
Yeah.
I still use garlic, butter, salt, and pepper on my
Yeah.
steaks.
At
but
least.
steak is probably the only
Maybe
meat
some
that I would
rosemary.
eat without any. If I didn't have, if you're stranded and you just killed a cow, and you killed a chicken, you killed a fish, you killed whatever, one of every
Steak
animal,
would taste
the
better.
steak is the only one that would really have its own flavor.
It has so much more fat than all the other animals.
The fish would have a flavor.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not a
A
fish
bad
guy.
one though, most of the time.
Maybe.
I cannot stand
Not if
fish
you
unless it's
killed it.
sushi for some reason.
Fresh.
Yeah, maybe.
It also depends on on an island,
Yeah, that's
salt
probably
water.
some fresh ass
It'd
fish
probably
right
be pretty
there,
good
probably.
actually.
Like you just pulled it
Yeah.
out of the water or the
All
tide pool.
So
Actually,
we're
that
gonna
would
talk
probably
about-
be the best,
it
but
would
we're
be
not
the-
used
it
to
would
good
be the
fish here.
best. It would be the best.
Yeah, that's a good point.
For sure.
I didn't even think about that.
So are you gonna talk about the sauces?
Yeah, I'm down.
You gonna talk about the travesty that's happened?
Okay, yeah. Firehouse subs, this is for you.
You
Where
bitches.
where the hell did the hot sauces go? That way.
Where the sauce is at?
COVID is gone, damn it.
Where the sauce at?
Bring back the hot sauce.
And also, it may just be the local one here, but we're still upset
no,
about
No,
no.
I've
been
heard
to
it from
several
all
and I
over.
ask, and they're always like, no, it's a corporate decision from the
it.
top.
No more sauces.
No more hot sauces at
That's
Firehouse.
just an excuse for you not to buy sauces.
bullshit.
You bitches.
I bring my own hot sauce to this day when I know I'm going to a Firehouse
and you
sub.
want me to give you money for your fucking
Give me the ghost.
firefighters?
I want the ghost pepper. Yo, fuck them fire. No, I'm just kidding.
You expect me to give money to the firefighters, and you don't give me that fire sauce?
Yeah, Pistachio's pissed about it too. See?
Yeah. What is it, pistachio?
He's
Huh?
freaking out because we're going ham.
I know.
Yeah, I want my ghost pepper back at Firehouse subs.
Bring back the sauce.
Bring it back. All right.
Okay, so we're gonna do a Mount Rushmore, and we're gonna do a Mount Rushmore of sauces. Who wants to go first? You want to go first?
Shit, I should have prepared more for this.
I don't need to.
Yes, I am ready.
Are you gonna go first,
Yes.
or AJ? Do you want to go first?
I will take the number one overall.
Take him first.
Sriracha.
Oh, I'm not a fan.
Write these down if you don't mind, AJ.
I'm okay.
I live off of sriracha for like the last 20, 24 years. I've lived off of sriracha.
I know what mine is off the rip. As an American, I'm picking ranch.
Good choice.
I'm more of a blue cheese guy myself.
Go fuck
I'm not much of
yourself.
a rants person, but good choice. Makes sense.
It's not that serious of a question, bro. Come on.
No, I'm just coming up with my ideas, and then
Oh, are we doing snake draft?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So you gotta get
Elmer's glue
Damn
is
it! You
not
should have went
sauce, by the
first,
way.
bro.
okay, I got all 4 of mine ready.
Elmer's
Okay,
glue
cool.
does not count.
So you did sriracha. You're next, right?
Ranch.
He's gonna say
Oh,
fucking
that's right.
Elmer's.
That's right. You just said ranch. All right, I'm going mango habanero from B-Dubs. That's the best sauce I ever had. It's like the 3rd hottest, and it lights you on fire, but it's some damn
But-
good flavor.
All right, it's your turn again.
Oh, I'm gonna do.
Also, I would maybe throw a flag on that one. I mean, it's a sauce.
It's not a readily available like.
It's
buy
not
off the
like
shelf sauce.
They sell it at Kroger now.
you put it
Oh,
on
okay.
Yeah, they do. You put it on like
Yeah.
chicken wings.
Yeah,
You
Put on
coat
other
stuff
shit.
with it. I'm letting it go.
I've made like chicken strips and dipped it in there.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll allow it.
yeah.
Alright.
Let's go ahead.
If you
Um,
dipped it, I will allow
Yeah,
it.
I've dipped. All right, I'm gonna go eel sauce from sushi restaurants. That unagi.
Okay.
More obscure, but yeah, it's good.
Okay, so I did ranch, honey mustard.
You bastard.
Ooh.
I was so close to pick something else, then I remembered. I was like, "What's really fucking good?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Duh,
It is
honey
Scott
mustard."
really
It is
bro.
good.
like.
It's one of those
Like,
sauces that I forget about. I forget
Yeah.
that it exists, but then every time I have it, I'm always like, damn, I forgot how good this shit
I
is.
love
That
honey mustard,
honey
and it
mustard.
combines with sriracha really well. All right, I'm gonna
Yes,
pull this
sir.
one
I
out.
just hate sriracha. I love hot sauce.
Chick-fil-A sauce.
Oh,
I
have
damn
only
it,
recently
that was on my
discovered it.
list,
That's
bro.
pretty good.
Yeah, well, you took my honey mussy.
Well, it's
So I'll take
it's
your
the
Chick-fil-A
same
sauce.
thing,
It's
kind of. It's pretty close. What's your next
Yeah.
one? Don't take mine. If I get this next one, y'all are fucking in the grave because my list is solid, bro.
Trying to think because I think all of mine might have been taken. I don't think I had 4 sauces to start with this.
I know what my Third
Mayo and
one
mustard
is-
mixed together.
No mixing.
Yeah, it's not on my list, but
No.
Ooh,
I have to go with Thai chili sauce. I use that.
thank
a lot.
God you didn't say what I was gonna say.
Okay. Yeah,
You're
no,
going with Thai chili.
Thai chili sauce.
Don't think I've
I
ever
marinate-
used it ever.
A shit ton of stuff in it.
Barbecue sauce, y'all bitches.
Not a huge barbecue fan, but it does have its place in my diet.
it does have
Dude,
its
chicky
place.
nuggies.
Same thing with ranch. As I'm not the
I like
biggest fan of ranch, but
A1.
it has its place.
Specifically A1.
Dude,
I think
A1
good.
is good.
It is good, but I don't eat it very often. And when I make
Dude.
steak, if I overcook the steak or something,
That's what
A1.
I don't
for.
care, even if the steak's not overcooked. Sometimes you put some A1 on there and it's fucking good, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Steak sandwich, bro, with some A1. Holy shit. Blow your dick off.
I'm not a huge steak
It's been
sandwich
a long
guy.
time since I had some A1. I should pick some up.
It's good.
All right, so I get 2 now.
This is your last one.
Yeah, I did.
No, he
Wait.
did 2 before. Now he gets 2. Then it comes back to us.
Yeah.
You get 2. Yeah, you get 2.
So I know my next one is going to be Bang Bang sauce. I don't know where it started,
What even is that?
but it's in tons of this is a sauce that a lot of restaurants are like imply that it's just at that restaurant, but it's at tons of different restaurants.
It's just like mayonnaise mixed with something, isn't it?
yeah, essentially, it's like
Kinda
It's like yum yum sauce.
Yeah, that's what I was
it
thinking.
is. I'm pretty sure that's the same thing.
It's literally
Yeah.
yum yum sauce.
Well, okay, actually, I think it's like yum yum sauce except spicy. They make it kind of hot,
Okay.
but it's essentially yum yum sauce
Yeah.
with hot sauce.
Yum yum sauce would have been a hell of a pick.
Yum yum sauce is probably closer to eel sauce, just because they're both
No, it's
super
not.
sweet. They don't look the
No,
They're
same,
it's
both
not.
sweet.
but they're both incredibly sweet. But Bang Bang sauce is
Yum yum sauce looks like cane sauce.
yes, and so does Bang Bang sauce.
Okay.
But Bang Bang sauce is spicy. That's the only difference. They added, anyways. They have it at Culver's. They have it at most sit-down restaurants for like Mexican restaurants. A lot of places. have-
Culver's has bang bang sauce.
Culver's has it, and so does
What?
what's the Mexican place by the mall? Has it? Tons of places have it. Anyways, So my last one, I'm gonna swap out for something, and I'll put my last one as an honorary mention.
That was your last one, though, or no?
No, that was
No,
my
yeah, that's
third.
right. You got two.
So my last one, I'm going with the Chipotles specifically by Boar's Head.
Okay.
I have a bottle. I can show it to you, but it's so fucking good.
Boar's Head is pretty much the shit for whatever they put their name on.
Yeah, it's like Chipotle mayonnaise, and it's
yeah. Chipotle
fucking
mayonnaise. Okay.
fire.
Technically an aioli.
Yes, literally. Well, actually, half of these are aiolis. Yum Yum sauce, or sorry, not Yum Yum sauce. Yeah, Yum Yum
Mayonnaise
sauce
with
is an
any
aioli.
flavors in aioli.
I think Yum Yum and Bang Bang sauces are both aiolis. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm going with. My honorary mention. I'll wait till you guys are done. But
Yeah,
you're
we'll do
not
honorary
gonna,
mentions when we're done.
just in case you're not gonna do it. But
Yes.
there's no way you're gonna pick
Alright.
this.
Cane sauce.
I fucking
Good
knew it.
choice. Good choice.
Had to.
All right. I got to go with soy sauce. I use that a lot on everything. Soy and
Well,
sriracha.
Dude,
I'm
honestly,
glad- I'm
I
glad
use
that
soy
you
sauce
got-
more than any of these.
Yeah.
I
that
feel like
picked.
sriracha was a solid pick for number one. Honestly, even though AJ shits on sriracha for whatever reason,
no, sriracha.
it was gonna be it was gonna be my one or two. Ranch is up there.
No,
though.
I've been living on sriracha since before it got big, when you can only find it at Asian markets. About
it's
year
kind
2000
of sweet,
or so.
bro.
It does got some sweetness to it. Now, the flavor profile changes depending on how long the bottle's been open.
Mm.
So a fresh bottle of sriracha, you're going to get more heat. You're going to get different flavors depending on how long it's open.
I just don't like
It's
that.
like
kinda
mainly garlic though.
I just
right?
don't
Like,
There's
like
garlic.
the
There's a lot
flavor.
of garlic in there.
a
That's
shit
that's
ton
as
of
simple
garlic.
as
There's
I literally have
sweetness.
a huge collection of hot sauces. I love hot sauces. I just don't like the flavor of
It's more like a paste.
sriracha.
No, sriracha.
Can we get the bird out of here? Sorry, he wasn't doing anything. It was just
loud?
yeah,
and
and
wet.
then in the audio.
I do like me some Megan Thee Stallion.
So your honorable mentions, I've got an honorable mention.
So wait, are we done with? Yeah, we're done. I got
Yeah.
all of them here. So mine was the horsey sauce from Arby's. It was
Okay.
actually on my top.
Bro,
Yes.
have you seen
Shit.
at Walmart?
Oh yeah, I have a bottle in the fridge.
I was gonna say they sell horsey sauce
I ate
and
some of that.
Arby's sauce.
I had some.
Yeah,
of
I
that
have
today.
a bottle of Arby's sauce at home. Actually, we used that instead of barbecue sauce on our ribs the last time we made
Dude,
those. and it
I'll
was
be
great.
straight with you. The
Never thought
only
about it.
reason I ever go to Arby's is to get the
Sauce.
curly fries with that horsey
Yes.
sauce. I don't
Yes.
get any of the other sauces are good. I don't ever bother getting them though. I always
Everything on the
horsey.
Arby's menu is a side dish for the fries.
get horsey sauce. Horsey
Yes.
sauce.
Arby's curly fries was on my Mount Rushmore of fast food items.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
See, I didn't even like them a whole lot until I discovered the horsey sauce.
You
then,
did terrible on the fast food Mount Rushmore.
yeah, because I didn't understand what
you don't understand any of the
Yeah,
fucking Mount
we
Rushmores,
never-
bro.
would've
We
done
never. I
great on
never
you.
do.
You never do.
Since when is
Dude, we did like 3 Mount Rushmores in a row, and I was
Every
I was
single-
editing them. Every
She
single one,
watched
you're like,
every-
I
every
don't
single-
understand.
literally every single one? We're halfway through, and I was like, "What?
What do you
Like,
mean?
When we said fast food, I thought we were talking burger and fries. I thought Taco Bell was the only fast food restaurant that wasn't burger and fries with a drive-through.
Anything
Since
that comes through
I
a
wasn't.
window.
I wasn't thinking
This motherfucker said Popeyes is fast food.
Yeah. They got a
Duh.
drive-through window, don't they?
Qdoba
That's-
and Firehouse subs. Those I don't think of fast food. I'm thinking like Wendy's,
Yeah,
Sonic,
I'd allow
Burger
it.
King.
They
It's
don't-
allowed. I mean, I get what you're
They
saying.
don't have drive-through windows, but yeah, it's fast food.
Well,
you walk in, you walk out.
Firehouse definitely doesn't have a drive-through, but it's still considered fast food.
Mm-hmm. I would.
I'd say
If
it's
there's
in the
people-
gray area.
They're a fast sandwich shop, just like Subway and Jersey Mike's and other places. It's still
Yeah.
fast food.
Well, that's why I said Firehouse subs because that's when somebody said Qdoba and I was like, what? Well, if that counts, as Firehouse counts.
That and Moe's, they're just like an assembly line.
Yeah.
You're not
So-
going back there and sitting down and placing your order with a waiter and they come out and give
Yeah.
it to you.
So this is probably the first Mount Rushmore that there wasn't any miscommunication.
Let's put it this way, because
Yeah.
even then you were like, I was like, well, it's not like a sit-down restaurant. And you're like, well, you sit down at Qdoba.
You
I'll put it this
can.
way: if you don't have to tip at the
Yeah.
location, it's fucking fast food. All right.
Okay.
Well, it also comes down to when
that
do you
changes
tip. Like, if I have to
everything.
come up and get my own food and place my order
I
at
said-
the counter,
Because I said like there was a McDonald's burger I had on my list. I wouldn't have fucking put a McDonald's burger on my list if I
Yeah,
knew.
that was a major L. I was like, big and tasty, bro.
Yeah, because I was I was like comparing it to Burger King and Wendy's. I wasn't
Burger
comparing it to
King
Popeyes and Subway.
Burgers over McDonald's.
Dude, one.
The spicy chicken.
I
had that on my list.
I was happy with my list, but going back and watching it, one thing I wanted to put on there, which I feel like is like in a gray area, but would have worked. Dude, Little Caesars hot and ready pizza, bro.
Mm.
They
$5,
turned pizza into
bro?
fast food.
Or $6, whatever?
You can't.
They've got a drive-through at Little Caesars, bro.
They do.
For a $6, formerly $5 pizza. It's a bang. I also used to work at a gas station, and we sold pizzas that were also like $5 each, which were actually pretty decent, but they were pretty close to Little Caesar quality.
Yeah, honestly,
But
there's
Little Caesars
one.
is better.
There's one by where I work that's better than most.
Yeah, but Little
pizza
Caesars
places.
for $6, you walk in, they give me a pizza, they give you a pizza immediately, and you walk out. It's like, that is fast.
Yeah.
That is pizza.
Hot and
Pizza
ready.
technically is
By
fast
definition,
food,
fast. If it's
but pizza
fast
never
like that,
really is fast.
it's just already made.
Yeah, they just take so long. Well, it's also because most everybody gets
Little
delivery.
Caesars is the backbone of this country, bro.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Definitely.
There's a lot of back
Outside of McDonald's.
It is. It's like,
yeah, McDonald's.
well, the one thing I noticed about Little Caesars
McDonald's has a play in
lately
World War
is
II.
Close to where I am, there's a Little Caesars and a Subway that share the same building side by side, but different things. I can get a foot long from Subway, or I can get 2 pizzas from Little Caesars.
long for you.
I got one too. Or I can
Got
get
4
2
inches.
pizzas from
It's
Little
enough.
Caesars for about the same price. Like, I'm gonna go to Little Caesars. My dollar's gonna go a hell of a lot further.
Yeah, it really does.
Dude, I've probably. What's your over/under line on Little Caesars pizzas eaten in your life?
Not a lot, because when we lived in
Yeah, not a lot.
California, Little Caesars was the pizza we ate. And then we moved here in 94, and Little Caesars didn't exist out here until a couple decades later.
My line is
no.
at least 100.
Or at least,
And I'm not even.
I remember
joking.
we had
Oh,
Little
definitely.
Caesars, I believe, in the 90s.
yeah, not in my area, though.
And like,
That was a recent dealing within
when
the
I grew
last
up-
10 years.
So I always
honestly,
grew
probably.
up.
I was gonna say less than 15 or less than 20, but I'm forgetting events that you go to.
That's what I'm
Because
saying.
it's so cheap. They're like, here's Little Caesars.
That's
That's
what I
the
was going to
go-to.
say. I grew
I
up.
had Little Caesars at school, at work, all these places where there's. A
I grew
birthday or
up going to
something.
church, and my parents
Church.
were in the youth.
Yep.
They were in the youth group leadership stuff, and was the go-to thing
Yeah.
to get for so many kids
Yeah.
because you could go get
Yep.
5 pizza for $25.
I remember-
you
So
know
I
what
was
mean?
gonna say
Early-
like 15. It's probably closer to like 50.
Early
That's what I'm
90s
saying. I said mine's at least 100.
Yeah, probably. Might even
No,
be. Yeah, mine
early
might be up
90s
there
is
too.
what I remember from Little Caesars is they had the edge, and the curse was you go to the edge and back, and it was this big pizza cut in squares, and you go to the edge and back. That's like 8 slices, unless you go the long way. And that was what you got when you went to a party, like when we had our going away party when we were moving. Is you got a couple of those, feed a bunch of people.
Ours
That
was
was like
ours
the go-to back then.
Ours was Little Caesars.
Yeah, that was Little
remember-
Caesars who had the edge.
I had a buddy who worked at Little Caesars, and they would always make like pizza for free. Like,
Yeah.
he would get that, and he was just like always making pizzas that were like the shape of dicks and stuff.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, you can't not do that.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
like, yeah.
I mean, I do that with him at work as it is.
All right. Well, we got one more.
Where are we at on time?
Oh yeah, Fight Club.
Been about an hour.
We're pretty good. What's that say? Yeah, 58.
10,
Oh yeah,
We're good. We'll get this last one in. We'll have plenty.
Just
Yeah.
right. Just right. All right.
Perfect.
So we're gonna finish up with the Fight Club as we must.
We've been
That's
waiting
our
on this
thing.
one for a while.
And this is a good one. This is a good one. Kronk versus Gaston. So
Kronk.
Kronk
Kronk.
from The Emperor's New Groove versus Gaston from Beauty and the Beast.
I think Kronk is bulkier. He's definitely hit the HGH, and his attitude is what sets him apart. Gaston is too cocky. He's ripped, but he's a bodybuilder, so he's focused on physique, not ability.
And then Kronk's just gonna fucking.
Kronk is just like Gronk from the NFL. Kronk is just like Kronk power. I'm just gonna
I
fucking
can't-
crush you.
I can't articulate why I think Kronk
Yeah.
is gonna win, but I believe he's gonna
He's
win.
got that
like
attitude.
I can't
Like,
Well,
he
give
doesn't know
reasons.
how strong
Okay,
he is.
you remember in the movie whenever they're chasing?
Yeah,
the
he would like
llama,
trip over something and
they-
win.
And
And
Yes,
like
they,
somebody would fall off
they,
a
like,
cliff and
they
be like,
went
oh,
through all
oh,
this-
I'm sorry about that.
They went through all this stuff, and they went through all this hell. They were trying to beat these people to the place. Somehow they made it there.
He's got the
He's
luck.
lucky, bro.
He's
Yeah.
got the luck of the
Yeah.
Irish, and he's big.
He's
But-
also not a douchebag, unlike
Yeah,
Gaston.
he's also like-
Gaston is.
But
Oh,
also,
I'm
sorry to
douchebag.
bother you about that. But,
but also though,
Hoo-ah.
let's be real. Let's be real. Gaston, we've said this about other people. He's got that dog in him, bro. He's fucking evil. He
Oh, yeah.
would. He would
That's true.
murder Kronk.
like
and
the
not
Christmas
think-
episode, he
Dude,
has malicious intent.
He has so much malicious intent.
Yeah.
Like he
Grab
gives
a rock and bash him in the head.
He would.
But so does Yzma. And
We're talking about
probably
Kronk, bro.
yeah.
Isn't it?
Now I'm talking.
So Kronk's dude. Kronk couldn't even kill the llama, bro.
here's what I'm
he
saying.
couldn't even kill the llama.
You're misunderstanding what I was saying. What I'm saying is you were talking about the malicious intent, how he will murder someone for Gaston. Well, for Kronk in Emperor's New Groove, there were people trying to fuck him up with malicious intent, and he
He wouldn't do it.
would never get
That's
fucked
because
up.
But
deep
he
down
wouldn't
inside,
even-
he's a good guy, unlike
He's
Gaston.
a good guy. He's just been manipulated.
Like Kronk is like, okay,
But he's got that luck on his side.
yeah.
too.
But Kronk is like, I overthrew the evil empire. This was one of their generals, but I'm going to take him out to beers with me and the other guys afterwards.
if he killed Gaston, it would be out of sheer luck.
Yes.
Gaston,
Gaston would have like tripped and fallen, fell into
If-
the corner of a
Probably.
if they're
desert.
gonna sit there and have an arm wrestling competition, Kronk is gonna win.
He's got dummy strength.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, Kronk has dummy strength, whereas Gaston has worked for his. Kronk was just naturally has
Bro,
that talent.
think about this. Kronk couldn't even kill a llama. Gaston
That was for moral
got,
He wasn't
purposes, he
trying.
couldn't.
got
yeah.
Gaston
Oh,
because
wait.
he didn't want to.
Yeah,
Oh, with the poison he tried to.
Right.
Like I said, it was because of moral
Gaston-
reasons he couldn't do it. Gaston would just like fucking.
Gaston
poison that bitch.
got the entire town together to go raid
Yeah.
this dude's house and kill him in front of his girl.
I forgot he
Yeah.
was behind that. Wasn't
Yeah.
I haven't watched that movie in
Yeah,
like
it's pretty-
20 years or more.
Pretty brutal.
And he wasn't going up there to kick his ass. He was going up there to murder
No, he
him.
was going up there to fucking kill.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, but he's
I
a
think
pretty boy.
Gaston has it, bro.
I think Kronk.
No, I still think Kronk.
For
Kronk
more than
would
just
pull
the
it out.
luck. Because I think Gaston is big,
I'm
but
not
I think he's
saying-
all about charming others to get them.
Yes.
Okay.
So he was charming people to go fuck this person up or
He's
murder
got
them or whatever.
charisma,
He's
charm.
He wasn't going to go do it himself.
He's
Okay,
full of false
one
confidence.
thing
Woos the
that-
ladies and gets their cuckold boyfriends and husbands to go murder people. Whereas Kronk is just going to be like, oh, I got this.
Yeah, Kronk is more humble. Kronk is way more humble.
One thing that we've neglected to mention or talk about, what's the scenario here? How
Yeah.
are they? Are we throwing them into a pit?
Disney,
or
please
like-
make this movie.
I never
Because-
really think about it.
Because if we were throwing them into a pit, I can understand where
Kronk will pull out the stops and go.
Yes,
I was
right.
thinking- I was
Because I
thinking
feel like
like-
if you're thrown in a pit, Kronk will defend himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking like a marketplace. Midday.
Kronk's not winning because if
Someone
it's just
stepped
like
on their
regular
Jordans.
life, if
No,
you
I
don't
think
tell
Kronk-
Kronk this guy's going to kill you, he's just gonna. He's
No,
gonna
they
be
both
like,
know, and they're both. It's like the circumstances that we had. I don't remember what the couple
Like,
that
Kronk
were fighting were, but they're
limits
in a
himself.
market
It was Kevin McAllister
where you're in a
and
marketplace and
Cousin
you
Eddie.
lock eyes and you see each other.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. But I think Kronk has higher
Thinking
chances in
Peter
that
and the
environment as opposed to a pit because he's got that factor where he trips over people and then slows
There's
down
more-
Gaston, and I'll turn around and be like, he'll like pick up, it's like, oh, someone dropped the pole. Oh, here's a boom, and he'll hit him right in the fucking head.
But I also
He's-
feel like Gaston's gonna stop and flex for every girl along the way.
Exactly. Gaston's gonna try to stop and
He's
woo
like,
the
"Hey,
women and
name's
convince-
Gaston. How you
He's
doing?
like, hey, come help me take this person down.
No, he's just gonna be flexing for him, like, hey, I'm
And he's gonna
Gaston.
turn
How
around
you?
and Kronk's gonna
See you
be.
later. No, I think Kronk's humble and Kronk holds back his strength because he doesn't
Want to harm
not
people.
not like
Till that little evil
he'll win the
devil
fight,
on his
but
shoulder
he's
tells
not
him
going to
to.
do enough.
Hey,
to injure
where's
you.
the other guy?
Even his little devil though.
He's just
going
to wear you down
that
enough that you
mean.
can't
Yeah,
fight
yeah,
anymore.
that's
He's
true.
not going to actually do harm to you.
Intentionally, but he
Yeah,
will.
Who are you picking?
I'm picking Kronk.
I'm picking Kronk.
Mostly because I want to.
Yeah.
I'm picking Gaston because I think he has.
I think he's all
So-
talk and no game.
That's what I'm thinking too. Kronk is so
He-
humble.
He's
which
gonna
makes
try
I
to
think he's
convince
got-
other people
I
to
think
do
he's-
things.
he has malicious intent, and I think that's all that matters.
See, at first I did, but after we talked about it more, I was like,
Kronk
you know,
is
all he
incredibly
does is
lovable.
he's like a politician.
Yeah.
You know, he
Well,
tells
Kronk-
other
no.
people to do things.
Yeah,
Kronk has
Gaston's
to get-
more
Look,
savvy. His-
Kronk has to get lucky. He's too nice. He's not gonna kill him.
unless he has.
I'm going Gaston.
All right.
All right.
Well, it's
All
2
right.
versus 1.
We're still 2 versus 1. And
Yeah,
for
so-
and for once, the 2 versus 1 is not us versus AJ.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for once, it feels good being on the winning side.
First time we've all been here where you
Yeah.
were not the 1
Yeah.
versus 2.
Well, you and Keaton both
Yeah,
said
sometimes.
that
Yeah.
Kevin McAllister would win.
That's true.
And I
Yeah,
still
but when
think
it's just
Buddy
the 3
Elf
of
would win.
us, it's always
Yeah.
us against AJ.
That's true.
It's never me and AJ versus you, or you and AJ versus me.
Yeah, it's fair.
It's always us versus AJ.
Well,
For once, AJ is not wrong. One time.
One time.
well, all right, guys. Thank you all for watching. Been bricked up. Stay bricked up, boys.
Stay bricked up.
Stay bricked up.
Have a good one.
Fuck Aaron Rodgers.